Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. And for the Grue Rume Show today, I got a very cool guest, very special guest, someone that I've been friends with for a good while now. And he's an actor, he's a director, he's a producer, he's a writer, he's also a choreographer, he dances. I mean, the guy is amazing, he does everything. His name is Charles Chudabala, and he's a big lover of the horror world. He does a lot of horror films, and that's right up my alley, as you know. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Room, and my interview with the very talented Charles will be coming up very shortly. This is my Grue Room, and welcome to my nightmare. Okay, welcome back to Grue, and thank you so much for taking time out of your night and coming on the show.
Oh, dude, I'm so happy to be here. It's been too long.
I know it has, definitely, man. And I always have fun talking to you. Like you're always great and funny and nice. So like I always have fun talking to you, whether it's on here or if we're messaging each other on Instagram.
Well, dude, like Rocky, I mean, because we it's rare, like I guess for me, because I know like reviewers, right? Because like we met
Yeah,
like in the reviewer space where you were
exactly.
reviewing, movies that I had done, like To Jennifer, and back, I mean, Rocky, you've kind of been with me since the beginning,
Yeah,
since
definitely.
my starting out in like in the indie like horror scene.
Yeah.
And now like we're like we've got this French. It's awesome, dude. It's awesome. Yeah.
I know it is. It is. I love it. I mean, because you're, like I say, you're a really cool person, and
Oh, dude,
it's good to actually know you and be friends.
thank you for supporting me, man. Like, and whatever I can do to support you, you're killing it. Yeah, you're killing it, dude. So like, yeah, I'm glad good things are happening for you too, man, because
Thank you.
you supported me so much, and also helped my friends come up too, like all of us in our LA filmmaking tribe.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Like you said, like I've been following your films since you just started in them, and I covered them on my horror site, and that and that's how we became friends from that.
yeah. Well, dude, there's more stories to tell. So
Yeah, definitely.
more bad movies to make.
Well, your films have been good. Like there really hasn't been bad films. So we'll leave the bad films to someone else.
All right. For anybody listening, like for everybody listening, bad films are fun. By the way, that's like another code word. It's like, ooh, a bad film. I want to be in it. Oh my god. You got a part for me? Some of these
Right?
bad films are the funnest films ever. It's relative. It's relative. Make your
Exactly.
heart.
So I wanted to say happy Pride Month, and
Oh yes, happy Pride.
exactly.
I didn't wear like any like, yeah, my rainbows. I should have. Happy Pride.
I know we got horror shirts on. Well, we're doing our own version of we're we're,
Exactly.
we're doing horror pride.
Give it time.
Exactly.
It'll catch on. Yeah.
So since we're in the month, I wanted to start off by asking you what does Pride Month mean to you?
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
He's like, okay, you hit me with the hard question.
Yeah. Pride Month means to me the the celebration of being you, being unapologetically you, and as they say, letting your freak flag fly. Um,
Exactly.
it's like it's a month for anybody who doesn't feel like they belong to feel like they belong. Um, and and just celebrate the that is you. Yeah. So happy Pride.
Definitely, yes. I couldn't have said it better myself. Like you definitely hit it right on the head. You definitely did it. So I I see you do a lot of videos for totally studios, and so what is it, and like how did it come about?
Oh gosh. Okay. So wow. Sorry, Rocky. Like, whoa, yes. He's like, you surprise me. You surprise me, my friend, all the time. Like these questions, and it's because you do your homework. I'm like, nobody asks me about this. Okay. Uh,
He's like,
so
damn, I have to actually think in this.
I will. All right. Yeah. No, this is a good plug. This is a good plug. Totally Studios is a channel on YouTube. It's a kids show. I call it a kids show. It's family friendly content, and we do life lesson videos.
Oh.
So these are it's very popular on YouTube. These life lesson videos, such as you know, kid steals iPhone 13, lives to regret it. Right? Ending will shock you. You know, kids eat too much candy on a plane. What will happen next? And it's, you know, these videos are fun, they're popular, and I, you know, have the opportunity to audition for them. Like as, you know, as the COVID restriction. Am I allowed to say that? Oh, I said it. Like the restrictions started getting a little bit more relaxed and free in LA, and they were actually my first in-person audition that I had. Everything else had been like self-tape audition, self-tape. They were my first in-person audition. I went in, I showed up, and I ended up booking a part on the show. So, I got on, and I was. They brought me back regularly to do all kinds of different episodes. So I've been in a lot of episodes. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Totally Studios, you can see me in a lot of episodes. There's this one episode in particular called, I think it's like Short Guy Gets Dumped by Tall Girl. It's just all the short jokes that you can imagine are in that. And I'm people don't know this, but I am 5'2". So I am a small person, so I can play, the short guy roles. But yeah, that's Totally Studios. I love being a part of the Totally Studios family.
Okay. I'm actually feeling good that I'm the first person to ask about that. At least, it's not the same questions over and over.
God, no, well, yeah, and I mean, just people in my life, they see the postings. I may share about it, but people in my life are like, "Well, what is that thing you do?" They'll like it and they'll comment, but they won't ask. And it's all fun, and they're inspirational videos. It's all positivity, and that's something that's in me. I like. Yeah. I've always been. A person that just wants to inspire, wants to spread positivity and love. And Totally Studios is one of those places where I get to be part of just positive content, family friendly content. And then there's this horror side of me.
No, I was actually just gonna say that with all the work you do in horror, all the horror films you do, you also have a different side of you where you like to be more expressive and have comedy and be funny. So it's like two different sides of Charles, the horror and the comedy, right?
Yeah, two different sides. Exactly. I mean, we all have, and we need to honor all those sides, everything that we are. Happy Pride Month, Happy Pride Month. Do you? Yeah, I often get told that I'm like the jolliest horror person like they've ever met. They're like, Charles, I see the work that you do, but you're like not that. Like what? And then the next question is right. It's like this subtle judgment of like, so why do you like? Do you like horror? Like do you Yeah. And suddenly I'm like, are you uncomfortable? Just wondering what box to put me in. But that is people, you know. You find that in the horror community, we are the nicest people. Some of the
Oh, I
nicest people
know.
you ever meet are in the horror community. But we also have the most disturbing, the most just gruesome minds, you know, to come up with these dark tales that are really all about like survival and coming together. Most horror stories, well, a lot of horror stories are about how do we face this thing but then come together at the end. How do we survive it and come together at the end?
Exactly.
You know sometimes you can only come together with like, you know, two people because half of your people died, but we come together at the end, you know.
And that's funny how you're saying like when people know that you love horror, like especially me, like they know I love horror, and they keep asking like that same question, like why do you feel okay? And even the job I work in one of the law offices. I'm one of the clerks, and I got like my own like room. And when you walk in the room, I got a life-size skeleton hanging from the door. And then I got a poster with all blood prints on it. And then you walk inside the room, and a big poster of Jason is looking over the
Yes.
room. And then I have all these skull heads and
Whoa.
and this is in like a law office, and I got all this shit like all over. And when people walk in, they get startled first. Like they walk in and go, "Oh my!"
Yeah. You're literally like, the only thing missing is a sign that says, "Ask me."
like their facial expressions are the best. Like when they first walk in the room and they never been in there, they like stop sudden, or it'll like jump, or they'll just walk in and walk right out. Hey, you know, what can you do?
That's what we want. That is so satisfying.
Exactly. I mean, I'm sure you have rooms like that in either in your house or your work area where it's nothing but horror.
You know, my apartment is very zen in a lot of ways.
Oh, really?
But the truth is, I haven't gotten. Yeah, I have like my murals and my little like altars, and I got the Virgin Mary, and along with like actually no, you're absolutely right. That's my closet. My closet has all of like the machetes and the props and the horrors, the voodoo stuff. You know what it is? Yeah, I just organize it. I'm an organized, dark-sided person. You know, it has to spark joy. has to spark hate. No,
when I go in work Friday, I'm gonna take photos of my room. I'm gonna send it to you. Like you'll be shocked that I have stuff up in an office. So yeah, I'll definitely send you some pictures of it. And I see you've been teasing this big horror film you've been working on. I know you probably can't say nothing about it, but you're working with Aaron on a big horror film. You've been posting a lot of teasers about it. And is there anything you could say about it, or like give a hint on what it is?
Oh my God! Just that that I don't think anyone will expect this. Yeah, that's all I can say. Is I don't think anybody will expect it. I don't think anybody's going to expect it from me.
Really?
It's a very different role for me, and I'm sinking my teeth into it. And Aaron and I, as you know, like he is the director of Ugly Sweater Party.
Yeah.
Made back in 2016. which also stars Felissa Rose, Sean Whalen, and y'all go watch it. Go watch it. It's so fun. I think it's on Amazon Prime still. But like, yeah, we are producing this film ourselves. It's all me and Aaron doing everything.
Really?
It's a story that he wrote, and he wanted me to star in it, and I came on as his producing partner, and it's just Aaron and I have this we're very like-minded in making no excuses. Go out there and create what you want to create.
Mm-hmm.
Just go out there and make it. Don't, whatever you can think of that's stopping you from making that art and telling that story. Like for us, there are just no boundaries. We're gonna make it. We're gonna find a way to do it. And that's what I love about working with him. You know, we know that we're a sure bet. You know, like, oh, dude, you know, I'm gonna get it done. I know you're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
And this is one of those stories that you can only tell with people you trust. You can only work with people you trust. So that's saying a lot without saying anything. And it's a role that I couldn't wait to play and do and be a part of. And no one is going to be expecting what this is. So yeah.
Damn. Okay. Now I'm waiting for this film to come out, and I'm gonna be shocked with everyone else when it drops.
Yeah, dude. I hope you enjoy it. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. It's yeah, and we're we're using the term new wave underground horror. So new wave underground horror is kind of how we are is what this is. You know, we'll create maybe a new brand, a new wave of horror.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like this is gonna be like your own brand then, like the new wave brand.
You know, part of a movement. Yeah. You know, putting our hands in being part of creating a new movement for horror and specifically like how horror is made. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
Damn, man, I want to see it now. Now,
Dude, oh my god. And Rocky, this is the first time I've spoken about this. Like all, I mean, you're so like right to ask, you know what I mean? And that's what I love about you, is just ask. And we're just kind of, yeah, we are teasing it, but we're not really saying anything.
well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I'm excited to tell Aaron, like, hey, dude, I got to talk about it tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And then he'll probably be like, wait, how much did you talk about? And you've been, no, don't worry. I didn't really say anything. Just talking about the film. You know, nothing really was said.
But you know, like if I may, like segue a little bit, we do have another film. We have a new film coming up very soon called 16 Bits, and that is also directed by Airmento. That is starring Kevin Caliber, starring Jeremiah Benjamin, myself, Hunter Johnson from Ugly Sweater Party. You know, got Gregory Blair in there. We got, I mean, it's an amazing, like, we've got like a video game that comes to life and it's horror. So that is what we're also really excited to actually release into the world next. And it's going to be so cool.
When is that coming out?
I don't have the release date.
Oh, okay.
But I got to see a cut of the film.
Nice.
And it should be coming soon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, don't that goes hand in hand, doesn't it? Like video games and horror.
Yes. Well, yeah. Well, a lot of people think that video games are already like dark-sided anyway. that they're stealing, you know, our soul. You know what I mean? Or they're sucking the essence, you know, out of the population. And in fact, it's interesting because that's kind of like a little bit of what 16 Bits explores.
Oh, nice.
You know, a little bit of that, in my opinion. One of the themes is this this 40-year-old man. He's about to turn 40, and his like deep connection to the video game. And it's like, is he connected to the video game, or is the video game connected to him? You know, like who is, you know, there's a lot of themes in that, but I think that's why this film is like such a perfect blend of like horror and video games. Yeah, it's a good combo.
Definitely is. I mean, when I do play video games, I play horror games.
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh, which games? I need to get my list going.
well, there's a new horror game out, and Lynn Shay is actually one of the voices in it.
What?
Yes, yes. The the Quarry. It's Quarry.
Quarry. Okay.
And yeah, Lynn Shay is actually one of the voices, and I'm pretty sure Tobin Bell too.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. So I haven't played it yet. I just downloaded the game like a couple hours ago, so I can't wait to play it.
I'll have to check that out. Which what gaming
PlayStation 4, I downloaded it for. I mean, it's for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, but I'm lucky they still made it for PlayStation 4 because I can't get a PlayStation 5 because, it's too much money.
Dude, no, we got a budget right now. We got a budget in these times.
Exactly. What about you? What system do you have?
I don't have any systems.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let me add that to my list.
Well, you could always go over a friend's house and tell them to download the game and say you want to see Lynn Shay in a horror game.
Right. Or we could just be in the game now. Like, maybe this
Yes.
is the metaverse. Like, how is that easier than just being in it?
I know, right? Right, exactly.
Somebody like watching this is gonna be like, that's not how it works.
You see now, if you lived in Philly or I lived in Los Angeles, we could have actually played the game. I downloaded it.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. I'm curious on how they're gonna do it. It's supposed to be like an old '80s slasher type game.
Ooh, oh yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
I like it. I'll be looking for it. Yeah.
And I saw you also just got done filming a new horror film too, and you worked
Yeah.
for Kevin Shiley. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin Michael Shiley. Yeah. So we're part of a part of like a film collective, a horror film collective group of horror filmmakers, and it's called Just Scare Me, right?
Ooh,
So we
I like
challenge
that.
each other to make a film in 2 months, to write it and direct it, and film it and shoot it and turn it in 2 months. And that film is what gets shown and screened to other filmmakers and horror filmmakers in the community. And this is his piece, and he cast me in it, and it's called Round 13. We are in the 13th round of Just Scare Me. And I had such a blast working with him. We first met on another horror film anthology that was directed by one of my good friends, Joe Filippone, who is also in this film.
Okay.
And he's also in my film that I just directed as well, called Four.
Yes.
And so we were both in his film. I think it was called Nine Masks. The Nine Masks. It was for a horror anthology, and that's where I met Kevin. And he's been coming to Just Scare Me. He's directed a few, and yeah, I had a blast working with him, on this one. So
Sweet. Damn, all these good horror films you're gonna be in. I'm gonna be watching a lot of horror films with you in it.
I appreciate it. No, it's fun, man. It is good to be doing it. To still be and to still love it. After all this time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it dies. I think if you're a horror lover, if you're a fan of horror, you just are. Like, that is just who you are, like, for the rest of your life. But
Okay.
when I started making films and when I started just acting, started out in indie horror, I'm just really grateful that I still love it, because I think that's the goal, is to still love what you do even after 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, to still love it. And I'm just so excited of like what do I want to tell next now that I'm like behind the camera, now that I'm writing, and now that I'm producing. It's a whole nother fun, it's oh my God, because I can now make the films that I want to see. I want to,
right, exactly.
or also just work with the people that I want to work with. Like oh my God, you want to be in my film? So it's great.
I know, like the last time we talked, like you were just you were doing films, like you were the star of the films, acting in films, and now like since last time we talked, I seen how you went beyond that. Like now you're producing, you're directing, you're writing films, you're casting, and you did this in like a short period of time from the last time we talked until now, and it's amazing to see how much you've like grown, like from not only being an actor but being like a whole bunch of other stuff too.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
You can see my growth. Yeah, that means a lot to me, because I literally just got done telling my friend, my bestie, Jennifer Nangle, who she just texted me today, and we were having that conversation about just self-growth and yeah, I just want to keep on growing, keep on practice and learning new skills. And yeah, this last year and a half has just been all about just challenging and pushing myself. What do I want to learn next? What do I want to write? Anything in my brain that says you can't do that, I want to try doing it. And yeah, it does make you a better performer all around, a better producer all around, a better director, and right now, like, I don't know, I know way more than I did, but I still don't know anything. But I'm glad that, like, I'm not afraid to fall on my face and fail. I really am not. Like, at the end of the day, like does it suck sometimes? Like when I'm like, dude, like I could have done that a little bit better. Yeah, but that is that's the whole point. It's if you're learning something, that it's a success, it's a win.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And like when you're writing films, and especially horror films, because that's what you've been doing, the horror films, how do you get into like a mind frame? Like, do you do anything special when you're ready to just sit down and write and think about what you're gonna write?
Ooh, that's a good question. The last thing I wrote came pretty easily to me. I would say almost all of the films that I've written have come really easily to me. But this last film, which is 4 Part 2, was extremely easy because I started, a year ago with Just Scare Me, or over a year ago with Just Scare Me, with my film 4, which was about a coven of witches who have to reverse this spell, and there are consequences for it, and then they unleash this evil at the, by the end of it. And so I'm picking up now, over a year and a half later, writing the sequel, the 2-part, the second part of it. So I already knew the characters. I already knew kind of like the world that I had set up for that, and I was very proud of that film, and I wanted to just bring all the actors back. And so it was really fun to write. It came very, very easily. I already knew how I wanted to start it. I already knew their personalities and how they will change, because that's what's interesting to me. I'm a huge fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, huge fan of Charmed, and those were my inspirations for 4, for this witch film. And yeah, and what's most interesting to me is when the characters go through like a huge change, like Willow, went through a huge change.
Willow.
Yeah, Willow, was then became gay, and they wrote that into the series, and then
Willow almost killed the whole entire world.
Willow became the big bad. Willow became the big bad, and then had to
almost killed everybody.
And then go to rehab, and then everybody on that show changed, and that was like, those are the most interesting episodes. So I wanted to explore that with these characters it was honestly just the challenge with it was like I had so many ideas and I had to hold back. I didn't have any writer's block with this one. It was just too much. It was like, I got to contain this in under 10 minutes. You know, how do I do that? Yeah, when I'm having writer's block, I just, I try not to force it. You know, if I can get a page out, and that's all I can do. But yeah, I tend to write when I have inspiration.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it comes, and I kind of already know what it is. I did have to write. I did write a segment recently for an anthology film that is actually going to be that is produced by Jennifer Nagel, and it's called
Really?
Body Count. And I wrote a segment for that anthology, and that one was a little bit more challenging to write because I was creating brand new characters.
Mhm.
I was creating a brand new world, and so just getting started was a little bit difficult. And I also wanted to challenge. The film's called Body Count, so I'm like, how can I make this really gruesome and gory and still make it make sense? You know, still make the characters likable, without trying so hard to be so, you know, try to push it to where, you know, it doesn't make any sense, and you're just trying to make something bloody happen, you know. So it was a really good exercise. And then also, you know, the pressure, you know, because I respect Jennifer so much, Jennifer Nagel, my bestie, so much, and this is her brainchild, this is her feature, and I want to do a good job, you know, and
Yeah, of course.
I want to do a good job. So I had that, you know, in me, and if you're listening, Jen, I love you. I hope I did a good job. She said I did.
You know, it's funny, like we like the same shows, like Buffy and Charmed. They're like my all-time, like I could watch them shows over and over and over. Me, like I was kind of sad when they killed Shannon Doherty. Prue, I wasn't a fan of that.
After season 3,
Yes.
I think it was season 3, right? Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was at the end of season 3, and they killed Prue, and I'm like, really? Why? And I was like, Shannon, come on! This is the second time you got fired by Aaron Spelling. I just hope she didn't see this. But I love Charm, and Prue was my favorite character, so you know.
and we love Shannon. That's why we're heartbroken.
Exactly.
We love you, Shannon. That's why we're heartbroken.
Exactly. And speaking of your film 4, like you're making a part 2 to 4, and
Yes.
I was looking at like your cast and everything for it, and Bob Briggs is part of it.
No, Joe Filippone.
Oh, I thought I saw Bob Briggs.
No.
Oh my God. I must have been.
Maybe he will be. Maybe you're like.
When I saw that.
Yeah, maybe he will. That would be cool.
It was probably when I was taking my gummies.
Yeah.
So you know, when you do that, you start seeing stuff that's not there.
Yeah. No, Joe. Joe is awesome. Like we've been friends for years, and I was so happy I was able to bring him onto this project. He is an accomplished voiceover actor.
Okay.
And he can do these things with his voice. Oh my God. And this part that he plays,
Yeah.
before, only known as the shadow person.
Okay.
That's all we know about this entity. It's a shadow person. Makes an appearance in the first one at the very, very end. And now in this one, we get to explore a lot about the shadow person. The shadow person is a real character in this piece, and Joe gets to really shine and gets to use his voice and do what he does. He's a true character performer, and he could do these crazy things with his body. Like he's a special effect.
Oh my
So
God.
talented. So yeah, I really am spoiled. I know the most talented people, most talented friends.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. And speaking of your best friend Jen, like, how does it feel to be part of her Malvolia? That's how you say it, right?
Malvolia.
Malvolia. How does it feel to be part of her other side, like that whole world that she created?
Oh my God. Well, it is yes, the world she created. She created
Yeah.
everything. She created
Yes.
the character. She created I mean, from showcasing other filmmakers films on there, to the sketches that we do, and to now these annual episodes, these Thanksgiving episodes,
Yeah.
these Christmas episodes, holiday, which are so well written, they're actually winning awards. We just won, best ensemble cast for the Thanksgiving episode that we
Yeah.
just.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it's awesome to work with your friend, and for her to keep on not only just having me back, but I've seen her grow so much. It's so much that I find myself showing up. I just show up because I show up and I'm her bestie and I'm ready to kill it, and and be in my role because I play Charles on the show.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In the series, right?
Exactly.
And I show up and I'm just like, you're doing that? We're doing that? Oh my God, like this is brilliant. Oh my God, you're getting this location. And she just keeps on elevating, and we inspire each other. But she inspires me with what she's able to do. But like what I was talking about Airmento earlier, she also has the mentality of like nothing is stopping her. She's gonna get it done. She's gonna get it done. And I'm so proud of her. Because I think it's 5 seasons now.
Wow.
Pretty
Really?
sure it's 5 seasons. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, yeah, to do anything in that amount of time and have the consistency,
Yeah.
and and now moving on to her future. So love you, Jen. Love you, bestie.
And I always love your roles in her like stuff. But you always have like that funny that funny role.
The comic relief, right?
Right.
And it just gets crazier and crazier. Like it can never be too much. And she lets me. Like it doesn't stop me. And we work with our friends. Shout out to Paul Stephen Edwards. He also has been the cinematographer on many Malvolia shoots, as well as Richard Trejo as well. I mean, Raina, and they laugh, they go along, they encourage it. Oh, like, okay. And that's the crazy thing, is like Malvolia she combines it all, and it all works. The characters all work.
It does. You're
Yeah.
right.
And it goes to dark places, and and then there's this comic relief, but then like these characters who are very jovial are like eating people's hearts out at the same time. But if you really like listen like very closely, if you like listen to the dialogue, the writing, there's some very deep stuff in these episodes. And that's all Jen. She pulls from she pulls some like dark material, real material. It's really, yeah.
Nice. And like you've done so many roles. Like, what has been the role you think you had the most fun with?
Whew, the role I've had the most fun in, and there's a few. It's hard to name one. I mean, right now I'm loving playing the character in my new wave underground horror feature with Airmento, our new wave underground horror feature. It's such a deep, like, I'm about to graduate, in like 4 weeks from my Meisner acting program. And this film is an opportunity for me to like literally utilize all that in a very workshop intense way, get to kind of explore the character and go deeper and deeper and darker, and allow, just more, it's just a lot of exploration. And the character, he's a little complicated in some ways. And the movie finds him in a time in his life where a lot of stuff stuff from his past. It's like we're literally meeting him in this moment. And so it's interesting to not to play a character that doesn't have like a first act, second act, third act, where you kind of see like Ugly Sweater Party. You kind of knew who they were before the sweater. They encounter this evil ugly sweater. For anybody watching, sorry, Ugly Sweater Party, two guys, they go to a Christian Bible camp to try and score with girls, these girls that are actually twins, and it's like, I get one, you get one. But along the way, they find out that it's a ugly Christmas sweater party. We find a man on the road. He has an ugly Christmas sweater. I literally bash him over the head with a rock and kill him, take his ugly sweater. The sweater is possessed by a serial killer from 10 years ago, from a decade ago.
Yeah.
And then supernatural horror ensues. And then they have to try and save Christmas.
I know.
That's like, how can you not want to watch this movie? But
I know, right? Exactly.
Which was a fun character to play. This one is completely different. It's like there's a lot that is some of it is shown, but there's a lot that's not. And it all gets explored and you see it. So that's a fun character to play. I'm enjoying playing the role of Christopher in the 4 series that I'm now producing and writing and directing. He's a fun character to play. And oh my God, I gotta mention Charlie. Okay, so I play Charlie in the 2 Jennifer series.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and for Jennifer, which is like the most final film, my character Charlie comes back in that one, and he's kind of been through it, you know, and that was fun to play. That was, you know, yeah. I mean, he's been around a lot of death. He's been around a lot, and now he's got a new documentary filmmaker who is Jennifer, another Jennifer.
Another Jennifer.
Yeah.
Another Jennifer, and you're also Charlie.
And I'm Charlie. And I exist in this meta world. You know, she's got to go interview me, and that was a lot of fun. Shout out to Jody Bartone, director of For Jennifer. Shout out to Frank Morrill. Shout out to Hunter Johnson, James Coleman Bresack, Tiffany Brookfest, who plays the Jennifer, Lynette Tashel. Y'all talented people.
Nice. You tend to play a lot of people with the name of Charles and Charlie.
Yeah. I do. It helps, you know. I'm so method on set. I can't respond to. I need to respond to my character name.
Right, exactly.
I'll only address you.
And about like a month ago, one of my guests on the show was Bai Ling, and I saw you were actually in a movie with her, Lockdown. And do you ever get a chance to actually interact with her at all?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. First of all, hello. Bai is amazing.
She really is. Like, she was so much fun.
Oh, she is so much fun. Can I tell you a behind the scenes story really quickly?
Definitely, yes.
Shooting Lockdown with Bai Ling. We were on a break, like we were on some kind of break. I guess we were like, they were setting up the next scene, and we were shooting in this studio lot, right? And they've got all these studios and different sets, and we were on the back lot, and the back lot has like diners. They're all like fake diners or you know whatever, and all of a sudden she starts choreographing us. She's like, okay, she pulls me over. You're gonna stand there or whatever. She gives somebody her phone, and like suddenly we're all in cop uniforms, right? She wants us to be like a music video. So we're literally dancing on her. We're doing everybody, and then she's strutting down, directing this like music video where she walks to the camera, which is like content, which is great. Good for you for grabbing that content. None of us knew what was actually happening. Like, we're like, are we gonna do this? Are people gonna see this? We're like, and she's just like, you there, be there. Okay, like, you're gonna dance on me there. No, not yet. And we're like, okay. And so yeah, somewhere out there is this footage, and I'm sure she did post it on social media at one point. But yes, I got to interact with her in our hostage scene where I'm like Hostage. I haven't actually seen the movie yet.
Oh, really?
I have not actually seen it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I will have to watch it. You know, I will have to watch it. Yeah. I remember, you know, there was one scene, I think after I was done having this interaction with one of the guys that's capturing us and holding us hostage. She had turned to me and she had told me that I was a very good actor and she enjoyed watching it.
Nice.
And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much.
Nice.
Very good. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, because when I was interviewing her, she was talking a little bit about that movie, and she said she had fun with that because she says she kicked a lot of ass in it.
Oh yeah. She's smart too. She understands like movie making.
Yeah.
She understands filmmaking. She understands she's brilliant. You know, she's eccentric, which
She
is what
is.
people love about her. You know,
Yes.
and she's brilliant she's just really, you know, yeah, how her mind works, how she sees things, and how she speaks about the process. It's really
Exactly.
cool to listen to that.
Yeah,
And I mean,
was
she
so
was
much
my
fun.
Jade from Mortal Kombat Annihilation. like, come on now. Crazy.
She even talked about, like, she said when she first got to set for Brandon Lee's The Crow, and she didn't understand anything, like she didn't speak any English when she was filming The Crow, and that's why she hardly had any lines in the film because
Oh,
yeah, she says she just came over from China and they booked her in this movie.
what? I never knew.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for you know, I mean, that says a lot about her presence, right?
I know, right?
To not have a lot of lines, but make an impact.
Exactly. And she
Mhm.
made a
What you want?
real impact on that film too.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, when they roll and it's action, she's on. She's like in it, Yeah, it's so cool.
And one of the funniest things I seen was I saw on your page, Mitch and Skip. Like, did you ever have Mitch's brew yet?
Rocky, what? Why? Oh, you're the best. You are the best. You research. You do your homework. No, I'd like to have Mitch's brew. I'd like to have, you know, hey, Totally Studios, if you're watching, you got to write another bit with, we got to do another Mitch and Skip episode.
I know, that was so funny. I was cracking up laughing the whole entire episode.
Oh my God. Did you watch the whole episode?
Yeah,
Oh my God. Isn't that,
it's
like,
insane.
but you know, it's so clear, you know, the message of like,
Mhm.
having that, and of course everything is bigger because it's for kids.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
of
it's
course.
very expressive. It's
course.
it's very tongue-in-cheek. It's on the nose, and it doesn't let up. But it's that peer pressure. You know, your
Mhm.
friend's gonna try to get you into trouble and tell you what to do, and like, you know, you're so desperate for that new phone, and then you have to like oh, your grandma's got a credit card. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was funny. It really was.
Oh my God. And that actor, like, I love working with Brandon. That's Brandon Patricio. He is awesome. And whenever we're on set together. So yes, more episodes with Brandon. We got to see what happens to Mitch and Skip, you know?
I know, exactly.
Yeah. Or yeah, you gotta ditch Mitch. I think you better ditch Mitch. Yes. Glad it's getting out there. It's impacting
It
the
really
world.
is. I had a lot of fun watching that. And how long have you been dancing for? Like, I seen like some videos and you're a really good dancer, and I saw you choreograph too, right?
So I used to be a Zumba fitness instructor.
Oh, that's where.
5 years, and and that's the reason why in Ugly Sweater Party, in like one of my opening scene, I'm doing like a strip tease dance number in a thong. Like Aaron wrote that in because, oh my God, we got to have you dancing in this movie, or dream dancing as they call it. So I've always been able to move to music, always, ever since I was a kid. I have a very large family, very large Mexican family.
Mhm.
And so whenever we'd get together, I'd be at the quinceañera dancing in the middle. I'd be at the wedding dancing in the middle. It'd be family gatherings, and I would just go like the Energizer Bunny. That followed me throughout life. Yeah. Freestyling in high school, freestyling at the clubs, and then eventually just became a Zumba fitness instructor. And when you're an instructor, you do choreograph. I choreographed a routine for Ugly Sweater Party. I choreographed. They do this scene called I think it's called the Mandix Mambo, and all of them are there's like a conga drum, and they're all it's kind of like a musical.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
choreographed that.
You did.
Yeah, I choreographed it, and then Laura Jean Mamer, who is also a dancer and choreographer who plays Hannah in that movie, she came and I think she massaged it, and she also added choreography to it. So we choreographed it together. But yeah, a lot of I recently did an event for like a literacy program for foster youth, and that was choreographed by my friend Cheryl Kendall. She actually choreographed that. She is in my acting class. And she's actually my neighbor.
What? Really?
Right down the street. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So she's a wonderful actress. Great energy, and she's been in the dancing community for a long time. Like she knows her stuff. She's worked with the best. Cheryl, you're the best. So.
Well, one of my all-time best dancers and choreographers besides you is Paula Abdul.
Oh my God. When Paula ruled the
love
world. Paula. I try to tell people, about the time when Paula ruled the world. When
God,
Paula,
yes.
I mean, we had Michael Jackson. We also had Paula Abdul. I mean, everything that she did was huge. And then she did that Pepsi ad with Gene Kelly or Grace Kelly or
Yeah.
dancing, along. I mean, God, like she was an event. We had Michael Jackson music video releases, and we had Paula Abdul music video releases.
I know that was always someone I loved, and
megastar, superstar.
Yeah, right before COVID hit, like she was actually touring, and I went and saw her on tour, and I actually bought a backstage pass. They were selling like the
oh yes,
meet and greet.
Yeah, and you took a picture with your mom, right?
Yeah. And me and my mom went because my mom loves Paula too. So we went backstage to meet Paula, and it was so funny. Like I was like all confident. I was like, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna ask her this. Gonna ask her that. And then I opened the curtain, and Paula's standing right there, and I just froze. I went, and then Paula Abdul started laughing. She was like, "Come here, honey. It's okay." And she hugged me. And then after she hugged me, I was like, oh my God. And then I start talking to her. And then actually when she was doing her like show, it was her final song for the night. She was doing I'm Forever Your Girl. And she came off and she walked off the stage, and she's walking around, and she spotted me. I don't know how she remembered me from the thing, but she spotted me, and she walked right over to where I sat, and she put her arm around me with the microphone. That was like the best night of my life.
Come on now, Rocky. See? Good things happen to you. How do you explain that? How do you even you created that? I gotta trust and believe. Rocky be manifesting some things, yo. Yes, been sending them energies, and she's catching those fields.
Right? Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, I was making her know that I was there because I was right in the front of the stage, and I was like jumping up and down, screaming in like every song and singing like every lyric, and she kept seeing me. And then like the final song of the night, she just walked over. She put her arm around me, and she's like, "I'm forever your girl." I went, "Ah," and my mom's standing there. She's, "Oh my god, that really just happened. Paul Abdul just had the microphone in your face." I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and you're still coming down from it.
I know, right? Right? I'm so
Do you ever like? Do you even come down from that? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Jeez.
And like, have you watched any recent like horror films or TV series like Stranger Things? Like, have you been watching that, or like the new Scream that was out?
Yeah, oh, I loved the new Scream that came out. I really did. You know, I mean, look, it wasn't perfect. It was, but but they brought it back. You know, and we were excited, and it
Yeah.
was like yes, you know, and they brought Nev and Courtney, and it was that was great. I saw no, I actually have not gotten into Stranger Things. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
not at all, zero. In fact, years ago, I watched I think one episode and a half. And then like I didn't continue because I was investing in a lot of other things
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and it just wasn't like my on the top of my list. And then
Okay.
I also when I was watching it, I was doing work like in the background,
Yeah.
but I
Exactly.
wasn't giving it the attention. It just now, oh, you better believe it, I'm gonna get on this because I slept on that, you know, and I didn't like, and then like Kate Bush is back.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, now you got my attention. Now that you have my attention, yeah, I'm gonna go right back on it. I saw I did see the movie God, Men.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw that. That's probably the last horror movie I saw, and that was gnarly. That was gnarly. So
I still
anybody,
I
yeah,
still didn't see that yet. I have to see that movie.
yeah. It's gnarly.
It looks really good. Like, and like, did you hear like Nev Campbell didn't sign back for Scream 6?
I did.
I was
I
like, well, I mean, she can't be in all of them. Like, now they're probably gonna try going with a different route. Now they're gonna, because as you saw in the last Scream, what's his name? Billy Loomis's kid is like the main
yeah.
person now. So she's gonna be taking over for Nev Campbell, I think.
Yeah, and like how scary is it gonna be like being in New York? You know, they're shooting in New York, which I mean that alone
I know.
has the opportunity to be really creepy. I mean, can you imagine Ghostface just running through Times Square, you know,
I mean, running
or a subway station, you know, that's pretty creepy.
like how New York is. Like I think that Ghostface is really going to be running for his life because there's going to be probably someone chasing him. so it would be a different kind of movie.
Yeah, but I'll watch it. You know,
Yeah.
the good thing about these Scream films is that they don't cost a lot. You know, they don't cost a lot to make. They shoot them quick.
I know.
You know, they shoot them quick.
I know they really do.
And which is why they didn't bring that back. You know,
Yeah.
it's cost effective. It's just,
Well, yeah, exactly.
you know, and so this will be out like in a year probably. We won't have to wait long for it, I'm sure.
Watch him do something. Like as soon as the movie starts, you see like someone standing over the grave of like Sydney.
Oh God.
They'll be like, oh, she didn't want to sign back. Okay.
Oh. Rocky, you're like too soon. It's Pride Month. You think it, say it. Do you? Be you.
Right. Exactly. I know. Think more happy and positive.
Yeah. Somebody listening is like, I don't think they really understand Pride Month." It's like, I don't think.
Have you went to any Pride Fest yet?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I haven't either yet.
No, it was to be very honest, I've been shooting like every weekend.
Oh, really?
It's been a very busy month. It's been very, very busy, and yeah, but like, did I want to? Absolutely.
Of
Do I
course.
want to celebrate? Absolutely.
Of course.
You know, but maybe my way of celebrating Pride Month is having it like an all-inclusive set. Creating a space for people to come and express themselves, and that's like the most important thing to me is creating a set and an environment. When you shoot on my films, you feel like you are getting to just be you, be the artist you want to be, and contribute. I'm like, oh my god, I want to try this, I want to try that. That's how I like it to be, especially like on my teams. My DP's got an idea, my assistant, my AD's got an idea. It's like, oh, let's try that out. And the actors have time to just, just really, really work their craft, and surprise each other. And you leave feeling like, I did a thing, I got what I needed. I fed my soul. So yeah, that was my Pride Month. That's where I went for Pride Month.
I love that. Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I have to go on one of your sets. No,
oh my god. We do. We'll do what they do on what is it, like on Extra or Access Hall, the little director's chair. We'll just it's always staged. I'm like, how are you you have what? Okay, you're lit in the back, so you're filming, but you're not filming, but you're they keep moving things in the background, so nobody's getting ready to shoot anything, but you're on the set. What I love most, and it's not one interview, it's several news circuits are coming through, and you ain't filming today. Then those background, you hired background to take a ladder through. Yes. I'll do that for you. I'll stage something for us.
Okay, that works.
I'll create a fake production so you can be on set with me.
Okay. All right. I'll be there happy and cheering you on and
Yes. Oh man.
Oh wow, okay. I better I think I have time for one more question. I don't want you to be late for your class.
4 weeks, man. 4 weeks.
Exactly. So I know you like listening to songs too, listen to different kinds of music. I remember last time we talked, you were telling me all the different music you like listening to. And what would be a karaoke song you would want to sing if you were doing karaoke?
Whoa. Okay. It would be oh god, what is the band's name? I always thought it was Pat Benatar, but it's not Pat Benatar. But it's from the 80s. It's called Hard in My Heart. And I will do that song. And it starts with that saxophone and the God, what is that song? Let me look it up. Yeah, it's a band. And I always thought it was Pat Benatar, but it's not. That would be the song.
Okay.
Or What's Up by Four Non Blonde.
Oh my god, I love that song.
Yeah. Oh, Quarter Hash is the name of the band, by the way.
Damn, I would have never thought of that.
Quarter Flash, right? Exactly. Nobody knows. Quarter Flash. But yeah, Four Non Blondes, What's Up? I would do that.
Okay. There you go. All right. I like that. And is there anything you want to plug before we end the interview? Anything you're allowed to talk about that you want to plug?
Oh yeah. You can follow me on Instagram at Charlie Chuda. I post updates on my projects there. Right now, currently on Tubi, you can watch me in Lilith. You can catch me in Barry. If you like slashers that involve large stuffed teddy bears that come to life, you can watch Barry. Catch me in that one. Also stars Sarah French. Paranormal Attraction, and of course, 4 Part 2 when it premieres in 2 weeks.
Sweet, sweet. You know, I was actually in a low budget horror movie with Sarah French.
Yes, I think we talked about this. And you sent me the trailer in my
Yeah.
DMs.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were like some priest or you were like trying to do a drug deal with like
with
a
the
middle schooler or something.
I was Derek Ravencroft was my character. I was a henchman for a voodoo priest.
That's right. Yes, for the voodoo priest.
Yeah, it was something.
That was the biggest takeaway from our last interview.
And now the same guy that made that movie. It's called the Half-Life Horror from Hell.
Yes.
And now he's doing another like low budget film in Philly called Daisy Durkin's Die Daisy Die, and he put me in it again. So I'm actually in this. I didn't film my scene yet, but he's actually put me in the scene with Lloyd Kaufman from Trauma. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what's up, Rocky. Daisy Die.
Die Daisy Die. Yeah.
See, horror like brings us so much joy.
Right?
So yes.
Oh man, this has been so much. I always love talking to you. Like this has been so much fun.
Oh, dude. Yeah, this is like what else would I rather be doing on a Thursday night? Thank you, Rocky. Seriously,
Thanks, buddy.
and I can't wait. I cannot wait to meet you in person. It'll happen.
Yeah, we definitely have to do it soon. It's been a while. Like we've been talking a lot like on Instagram and doing the video chats like this, but never face to face yet. So we definitely have to get that done soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, definitely, buddy, and have fun in class tonight.
Oh yes, it'll be awesome. I love it. 4 more weeks.
I know. That's so cool, man. Sweet. All right, I'll let you go. I don't want you to be late. So
no, thank you so much. Everybody, please follow Rocky if you're not already. Congratulations on all your success in your growing channel. You're growing this, and I'm so freaking proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm really happy to see everything you're doing. Like I said before, like from the first time we did the interview until now, like you were acting and now you're directing, producing, writing, dancing. So you're doing everything, and that's awesome.
You got to, whatever, just, everybody just needs to just express themselves and all, and, creatively feeds the soul. Just don't stop, Life's too short not to just keep on keeping on. Just keep on doing it. Yeah.
I know. You're absolutely right. All right, buddy. Thanks again for doing this, bud.
Thank you. Keep it Grue.
Yeah, love it. Nice. Have a good night, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna go have my Mitch's brew right now.
Yes,
I'll let you know how it is.
For me too.
I will. Bye, Rocky. Thank you so much.
Buddy.
Thank you.
Definitely.